Did you know that the most powerful marketing tool for your business is sitting right in your pocket? It's not social media, it's email. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to harness this incredible tool to grow your business, even if you've never sent a marketing email in your entire life. Hey, it's Brandon with BRS Media. Thanks for joining me today. Whether you're running a local plumbing business, a neighborhood bakery, a community bookstore, or an online business, you're about to discover how email marketing can transform your business. And don't worry, I want to make this super simple and actionable. No tech overwhelm, just practical steps you can implement today. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why email? Well, there's a ton of reasons, but here's my top three. It's where your customers already are. Checking their inbox multiple times daily. It's more personable than social media. It gives you direct access to your audience without algorithm changes affecting your reach. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the news lately, but the whole TikTok thing was a pretty big scare for a lot of content creators. Think about it. If that's the only platform you used in the past to reach your audience and then they just shut it down in the US because it got banned, that's going to cause some problems for you. Where email, if one email provider goes down for you, you still have your email list that you've built over the years with your clients and customers and audience that are following you. Now let's tackle your first big decision, choosing your email marketing service. Think of it like choosing a car. You need one that fits your needs and budget. I have a few options that I'm going to go over with you guys. I'm going to go over the pros and cons with them. I've worked with them with a bunch of different clients throughout, so I know how they work and the pros and cons between them. So I just want to kind of dive on in. So the first one I'm going to go over is MailerLite. And this here, I do recommend to someone if you've never done email marketing before and you just want to kind of get started, see how it works and go from there. The reason for that is they have a free plan. Now, one downside is once you get to that free plan and you're going over here, you'll notice that you can only send 12,000 monthly emails and you can only have up to 1,000 subscribers on that free plan. Then what you're going to notice is as you start adding more subscribers and more people to your email list, the number is going to go up. So eventually it's going to be like not the best option to go with. So what I recommend doing is using this just as a free starter plan, just to kind of get started with it. If you aren't sure if email marketing is right for you, or if you aren't sure if you want to handle it that way. Now, the second option that I wanted to show you guys is Flowdesk. Flowdesk is a great platform for creating quick emails that look nice, and it's an easy setup process to get things going. It does cost $38 a month. However, you can get it down to $35 a month if you pay annually. The thing I like about Flowdesk is one, it's easy to get started with it. You can go in there, create a form for people to sign up real easy, and then go ahead and start sending out emails pretty easy and pretty quickly with that. The builder is pretty nice and intuitive. So if you ever used like any kind of email builder prior, it's going to be pretty easy to work with since there's a lot of drag and drop software. The next one that I wanted to talk about is ActiveCampaign. Now, ActiveCampaign has been around for a really long time. It's always been one of those kind of go-to platforms that people say you should start your email marketing with it. However, over the years, it's gotten extremely expensive depending on your list size, and they continue to bump it up. Now, you might look at the pricing side of things and see like, oh, it's $15 a month, which is great, the starter, but you can easily go past this once you start getting more and more contacts and they start getting more expensive. So just when you get to 7,500 contacts a month, you are already at $109 a month just for that many contacts. And you can tell if you, let's say you do 20,000 contacts, you're up to $311 a month. So it just, the more contacts you get, the higher it's going to get. And they have a lot of features that are locked down. They have good automations. It's really easy to create the automations and set up things with it. However, it's just because of how much stuff gets locked down, as well as how fast that price increases, I wouldn't say it's the right choice for most business. So this next one, I'm a little biased about. It's our platform. It's called Onward. We use it personally in our business. However, a lot of our clients use it and we recommend it to our clients because it includes everything you're going to need to run your business online, from a CRM system to the email marketing, text messages, automations, a whole 9 yards. It has everything you need for it. The really good benefit with it is it's not going to charge you on a contact or per contact basis. So if you have 1,000 contacts or you have 100,000 contacts, the price is going to stay the same for you. We don't want to charge based on contact limit. It's just not how we like to charge people or run our business with it. Now, this one, the pricing model is a little bit different because you get different things with it. The nice thing is, if you are just a business starting out, you do get a free website with this that we create for you in less than 7 days. So it helps you get a website up and going, creating your forms for people to sign up for your email marketing. But then also, as far as handle any kind of emails and CRM system, we include our email marketing, text message marketing, calendar and appointments booking. So you can set up a calendar where people can book with you, a web chat on your website. all of those different things, including lead automation, in just our standard package at the $247 a month. And that will get you a brand new website, support free website. And like the best thing about all of this is you actually have someone helping you. So let's say if you need help setting up an email template or setting out an email with it, there's a team backing it for you, and you don't have to worry about trying to learn it all yourself. You can do it yourself, but you also have a team that you can rely on to send that kind of stuff to as well. This is what I recommend for most business owners, because as a business owner myself, there's a ton of things that I'm really good at, but there's some things that I'm not as good at, and I'd rather send those things that I'm not as good at out so I can focus on the things that I am good at and actually move my business forward. That's just my philosophy. So any of those, like I said, any of the platforms that I just showed you are going to work great for you. You just got to figure out which one you think will work the best for your scenario. So let's talk about what to actually send. Here are some proven ideas that we've used in different client businesses that have actually worked. A local plumber could send monthly maintenance tips. A florist could showcase seasonal arrangements and event ideas. A bookstore could announce author signings and new arrivals. A restaurant could share weekly specials or behind the scenes stories. Now, the type of emails that I like to send personally, and the ones that I see that work the best, are nurture emails. These nurture emails are designed to just give value to your ideal audience. Now, when I say value, what I mean by that is any kind of information that your ideal audience would want. So, for instance, if they signed up to your email list because they want to learn more about SEO, we've designed an email that covers basic SEO tips and things that they can take and use or gain more knowledge on to actually make their business better or whatever for website they're working on. This is an example nurture email, and how we structure it is just have our base content, and this is just the body of the content here. It's super simple. Now, we all get emails on a daily basis, and I'm sure you've gotten those really long emails that just have a whole lot of fluff of content in there, and it doesn't really include anything with actual tips. So what I like to do is include something like a bulleted list. And a bulleted list like this helps people skim through it. So they can skim through the first sentence, and remember, keep these sections super short with it. And then they can skim through. It's like, okay, it's talking about fresh content and fast loading speed. And then if it says something that's going to catch my eye, so like a mobile friendly design, I have quick information on it that they can skim through and read, and then be like, oh, okay, this is beneficial. They didn't have to read through the entire thing, but as you're aware, with social media and content out there all over, skimming through stuff is what most people do these days rather than read everything line for line. So that we want to make sure our content's easy to read with that. So the way we structure it is we started off with like, hey, and then the cool thing about this one is we can personalize this email by going to contact and first name, add that person in there. And we have our first name in here, and then we have the body of our email, and then we can sign off our email. We'll just put in Brandon Hurst, and we could do like an email down here, or like a B Hurst Media or something like this, whatever your signature is down below. You can add that in. No, this here, super simple email. This is typically what you'd like to send for a nurture email. And I like to send these once a week, where it's just got some value-based information with it that allows the customers or ideal audience to, one, get value out of it, and then two, be more familiar with what you are. So when they are ready to purchase from you, you pop up and they're like, hey, that person has been really knowledgeable. They've helped me out a lot. That's the person I want to talk to first. Get a quote from, whatever. That's the whole idea behind the nurture emails. You'll notice in here, I'm not trying to sell in this. One thing you could do, though, at the very end of this is we could add a PS part and say, if you are interested in booking a call to learn more, click here. And you can insert a link here. Super simple. Just like that. And then you have that link. So the main body of this, it's not trying to sell people. It's trying to give them information and build the trust. The PS part of it, it's just a quick little thing. If they're interested, they can book a call so we can actually get on a call with them and help them further. You could do this if you're sending a nurture email, but you have a sale going on. Rather than sending a big email that says, hey, we have a 20% off sale today. Most people are going to skip over it unless they already know your business and know what you do. However, if you give them the nurture content throughout and they are getting information about it, but then at the bottom they see, hey, 20% sale, they're going to be more likely to click on it because they actually already got some value-based information from you. Most people, when they see sales and specials and that kind of stuff through their email, skip over it because they're not ready to purchase at that time. You will still catch people if they are like looking for something, like for instance, if you're sending a plumbing special out on the 15th of the month, and if someone just had an issue with their pipes and all that, then yeah, you're hitting them at the right time, but not everyone's having that. So if you have a business where it's more of a contact you on a need basis rather than just a go off on a whim, that's where the nurture emails come into play. And you're just got to continue to nurture that client until they're ready while trying to stay at the top of their mind with them. So that's how I recommend structuring those emails. Now, this builder, this is set up in Onvert. So as you can tell, it's really easy to create the emails with it. It is a drag and drop system. So if you need to add in an image, you can easily do that and add images in. There's a lot of different things to do with it. So if you are interested in trying it out or anything, let me know. I can get you set up with a free trial on it as well. But yeah, like I said, just let me know. Now let's talk about growing your email list, because obviously if you're just starting out, you're probably not going to have an email list. However, you might have a client list you can reach out to and ask if they want to join your newsletter or offer a bonus for signing up. Growing your email list doesn't need to be complicated. Here's what works. Place a simple sign-up form in your physical location or on your website. Offer a small discount for joining your list, so you could do like a 10% off coupon for anyone who joins. Create a valuable local guide or a lead magnet, and I'll show you what a lead magnet is in just a second. Or you could train your staff to mention your email list to customers. Remember, it's quality over quantity. A small engaged list beats a large uninterested one every time. So I mentioned lead magnet. Now, I want to show you a quick example of that just so you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's an extremely easy way for getting people who are interested in your services to sign up for your email list. On my website is our lead magnet. It's a 3-bundle lead magnet where it's basically asking, how would you like to increase your website's conversion and lead generation for free? So we have the ultimate website optimization bundle. If they click grab it today, it's going to take them to a link to sign up for it. And if you could just send them to this as well, add it in for any kind of marketing, throw in your information. And what I'm going to do here is collect their first name, last name, and email address. And then we're going to send them that guide. By us giving them this freebie offer, we're then getting an email address. This is going to work well in 2 different ways. One, we're getting an email address so we can continue to communicate with them later on or reach out to them. 2, they're getting extreme value-based information in these different ebooks that we have in the website checklist. So what that does is it helps build trust up with them to show you know what we're talking about. And 2, it helps them do a little bit on their own to get them more interested in actually moving forward with it. So this is why I recommend doing a lead magnet. Now, there's a lot of different examples with it. Another thing that you can do too is if you have a lead magnet and you have blog posts, you can take a blog post and enter in different lead magnets throughout the blog post. For instance, is your website accessible to all? Download a free guide, and this is another free guide setup for it. And it's just another lead magnet. But you can enter in that kind of information through different sections on your website, blog posts, any of that kind of stuff. That's what I recommend for collecting your email address if you have a website or you're trying to get new people onto your email list. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and save it for later so when you're ready to get started, you can. But I do have some homework for you. Sign up for one of the email platforms we discussed today and just pick one. You can always change it later, but the important thing is to start. Remember, your business thrives off community connections. Email marketing is your direct line to that community. Start small, be consistent, and watch your business grow.